finally, I get to come to where the meta is defined, and my golly gosh, am I going to savor my 6 hours I am here for. Oh, God.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Europe. Please, I didn't mean that. Please. Let me back.
You passed the test.
Yeah.
You passed the test.
I mean, and they should have 3 slots. Am I allowed to now cast? Or?
Oh, my goodness. Well, congratulations. Welcome to TI, sir.
I mean, it was part of the contract. If I'm casting this series, I have to say it's the best region. I have to say there's 3 slots. I don't know what else Sammy Boyce, has forced, but who knows.
Oh, speaking of Sammy, he's had a bit of a rough run here, Teacup. Now, I mean, they haven't picked up 1 series win yet here, Wildcard, and they're kind of on the brink to go in a Div 2. Against Shopify, like, you look at these 2 drafts, give me your opinion. What do you think their odds are here for the side of Wildcard?
I'd give him like a solid 20% chance of winning with this draft.
Okay.
Only because I think there is this like triple core scaling on Shopify, where you have like Morph and Nature's Prophet, and I just feel like this Morph is going to be unkillable into a Shadow Fiend Troll. And then on top of that, you now have to lock down the Storm that's going to be jumping you quite nicely. The Nature's Prophet that easily can also right-click and kite out that Troll throughout the late game. So yeah, it will be an uphill battle for Wildcard. They have been struggling, but I like the fact they have some skirmishing heroes in the Snap, Tiny, and Disruptor. These can always break a game quite early on, but again, it'll be a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, certainly agree with you on that. We'll see how the lanes go out. Of course, mid lane, you're going to have Arbed here against Alone. So the SF versus Storm matchup, is this going to be SF favored, or does Arbed have a decent shot here in the mid lane?
The fact that Shadow Fiend, as you already see here, just using some rages, pushing under tower, and Storm, when he jugs it himself, he'll be able to farm up. So I feel like it should be quite an even lane, especially if Arbed's able to basically keep the lane near him and away from the Shadow Fiend. But it's also depending on how Alone wants to play it. If he just pushes in every wave, then you trade the farm, right? So normally you kind of want the Shadow Fiend to push in one wave, get level advantage, and maybe posture on the hill and fight a little bit. But we're not seeing it right now, just kind of a trade of spells back and forth.
It's always kind of scary as well when you're going up against Shopify, because with Arbed, like, he's always got these rotations coming in from Crit, and Crit's playing his signature task, so it's kind of even scarier because you know the rotation's going to come eventually here for this SF. We'll see how it all pans out as bottom lane, Saberlight, going to get glimpsed back, but is going to be just fine. It seems like they got quite a bit of damage onto Yuar anyway. And while we're here, T, bot lane, Saberlight, Crit versus Sammy and Yuar. In fact, hold that thought, because Yuar's going to get jumped right now, and it seems like he's just dead. And he is, Saberlight, able to pick up first kill.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his snowball level 1. There was no level 2 advantage there. It was just simple, click down, they overstep their mark, and they die. And when I look at Shopify's lineup, it's like there's no natural frontlining hero. But the way that Crit plays normally, getting the kills in lane, looking to find engagements, he kind of becomes like a pseudo frontline with his constant need to be aggressive on the map. And that's why you see Shopify able to draft multiple range cores without that kind of weakness in their minds.
That's the thing, like, it's already such a tough start here for Yuar. Like,
and MSS as well, top.
Yeah, he's in trouble. We'll go down. Fly does pick up the kill, and well, this is another thing, right? Like, even the top lane here for Shopify already feels like it's going to be quite a smooth run for at least Artesian. It's something we consistently see with Shopify is they just win 3 lanes and then they start running at you. Yeah. It's already a pretty bad start for Wildcard. As bottom lane, Sammy's okay.
Yeah, Crit not wanting to waste any mana he doesn't need to. And continue to farm up. CS-wise, what is it? I mean, there's some kills here, but Troll, he's farming all right. 13 for 2 to the 6 and 2 of Nature's Prophet.
It's the thing with this Troll hero. Like, it feels like it takes so much to be a bit of a menace on this hero at the moment. Like, his battle trance always just feels so useless as an ability for me, at the very least. And
yeah,
is there a timing in particular you think Yuar gets to where he goes, okay, team, let's go?
It's an awkward one, and I'm trying to like think of the nicest way of wording it. But like, Troll's such a scuffed hero because you need to buy Battle Fury, so you're a farming style carry. Then you need to go BKB to not get kited, but then you're chasing your damage item. And normally when you buy BKB, you're looking for the big fight. So it is just awkward that you're always wishing to have that next item, or at least that incredible game where they're chasing your kind of progression, but that rarely comes nowadays. So Troll is in a weird spot. Luckily though, he can lean on his Shadow Fiend to supplement that damage, so when he buys BKB, someone else will be pumping out something. But yeah, it will be a difficult game for UR. Even though they kind of had the last pick, I'm rarely inspired by Troll in the game, and I'm hoping this could be the day that I get, proven wrong that this hero is OP or something, but I'm currently not really seeing it too much.
Yeah, I mean, maybe next patch. You never know, Tegan.
True.
Maybe
I mean,
next patch.
pre-major, there's going to be a fat patch coming through. So
Fly, top lane, going to be in a spot of danger as MSS, able to secure the kill. That was a very nice toss back the way of Lil Nick, and they are able to pick up the pos 5 silencer. But mid lane, here we go. The rotation we talked about, Alone on the high ground is surviving a little bit longer, but not for too much longer as Abed does pick him off. It's that's what you got to watch out for. Crit's always going to rotate mid.
I mean, such an important rotation as well. And Saberlight, he is getting jumped on bot due to the fact that Crit's gone, but he's TPing out. Oh, I don't want to say, but if you click on the Nature's Prophet, he had quite a healthy little one before that TP, did he not?
Yeah, he certainly did. 20 charges.
I mean, our observer's being quite polite. He's not clicking on Nature's Prophet. He's currently saving Saberlight from chat. There we go.
Oh, mid lane? Is this a walk of shame moment? Oh, it might be. Alone, he needs some help. Vortex is there, Shards to block him off. Alone, he doesn't want to walk back. Oh, no. Oh, now Sammy's gone as well. Shopify, it looks like they're ready to just push in the mid-tier 1 tower.
I mean, they can start clicking it. And this is the point, right? Crit's playstyle, it's secure bottom, go back to base, TP mid, refill bottle, kill Shadow Fiend. Hold back a second, don't show on our lane. Shadow Fiend gets a bit confident, bam, get that second kill. And it doesn't matter. Like, if you look at bottom, Saberlight's just chilling underneath tower. So the repercussions of AFKing mid on 2 heroes, it isn't punishing the off lane. You're shutting down the Shadow Fiend. So yeah, really nice moves from Crit so far.
Top lane, Crit still going. Snowball back the way of Arteezy, so just wants to get out. I was going to say as well, T, I really appreciate the fact that Saberlight literally came in, dropped some treants and left, because it's like he allowed enough time for the siege creep wave to come in.
Yep.
And it just, look at the damage they've dealt to this tier 1. It's almost gone.
The fact that Storm, I mean, technically there's some external factors here, but the fact that Storm's taking the Shadow Fiend tower, for 73 HP, they could just dive this if they really want to.
Well, this time around Wildcard, they've brought plenty of supports here into the mid lane to try and make sure this SF does not get picked off as Arbit. Now the one in danger, but he's got the 6. A creep dies, he hits level 6, he just zips out. That is so rough.
I'd feel so bad for Wildcard right now. Like, you hate Dota when you are the one who's having to TP into forced rotations, and especially when the rotation's already kind of connected, then you're just kind of awkwardly displaced, not applying any pressure, and that's exactly what's happened to Wildcard.
No, Nick.
And now, because they went mid, look at top, like you mentioned. Crit is literally forcing Wildcard all around the map by himself right now.
This guy's just so good when it comes to these kind of heroes. Like, the task play is just always so active and makes the hero look so much more broken than it actually is.
It kind of helps that Wildcard haven't respected Crit's playstyle with good vision, right? When you think about the early game, one defensive Radiant jungle ward, scout out his rotation, or at least understand where he's TPing, would probably simplify the game plan for Wildcard. You'd know where or when he's coming in, but that didn't happen, so Shopify really utilizing it. All 3 cores now in the top net worth.
Mid lane, Fly, trying to soak some XP. He is going to go down to MSS with a nice setup here onto Fly, but here come the rotations again.
There's no tier 1 to protect you. Crit's like, wait, I can rotate here 7 minutes.
Oh, and Saberlight's here as well. Alone, going to try for the TP up, but they've got him. Vortex makes it in time. Alone's going to drop another time, and oh, it's his 3rd death already. He was having such a good laning stage too.
Yeah, he was farming quite nicely, but now Norton 3. He's spent probably more time in base now than actually farming mid lane, it feels, and it's kind of rough. But you see the value of this Native Prophet for Saberlight, right? It's farming side lane, TP to mid, he helps take the tower, he then goes back to bottom, he's rushing Ag, so yeah, really utilizing this Native Prophet nicely, and already this map feels incredibly small. I've seen this top play before, and I've seen the same events before as well.
Oh, I mean, they cookied a little bit early there. I'm not sure if Lil Nick was trying to set up the stun right after the toss, but it feels like they kind of messed that one up a little bit.
A little bit. And I feel like we haven't mentioned the offlane too much from Wildcard, but Lil Nick, he's just been hugging this tier 1 tower top for quite some time. He's a snapfire against Morphling. He doesn't really have kill threat, and this support shenanigans trying to recover this disaster of a mid lane. You're just seeing Arteezy complete free farm, and already in a lineup that Shopify has draft advantage, it's going to be difficult.
It's going to be real tough here for Wildcard. 3k behind already. Now, with the mid-tier 1 already gone, like, they're just going to start rotating. Abed, he's level 8 almost, just 1 creep away, and every time he sees Alone, it looks like he just wants to jump, and he will. Vortex, not going to be out. MSS is there to save the day as the Avalanche toss combo. Abed needs to get out, but he's still manning up. Oh, he's going to drop. Overestimating his potential little bit there. He does go down, but Crit at least salvages as he will drop as well. The whole side of Wildcard's just here ready. Fly, he's all right.
I mean, the importance of Fortify there, right? Like, so he's diving in, he's got the Illusion Rune, he's trying to be a little bit cheeky. He has just enough mana to, disengage if needed, but no. MSS, there in time, Avalanche, Fortification, you kill him off. I mean, if he lives there, I don't know, I feel like Wildcard might even be typing the GGs at some point. Like, if you see Abed dive your Shadow Fiend for the 4th time, and he doesn't die, zips out, like, that would be rough, but no. All right, it's good. Wildcard, a little bit of stabilizing by punishing the aggression. But now they need to do that a couple more times, get some nice vision out, and just slow the game down, because it's just pretty much the Crit and Abed show right now, how they're moving.
And they're looking for UR too down at bot lane. UR, he's sticking around, does have MSS to back him up if need be. But they just know now, like, they can push the bottom tier 1 tower, and it just feels like there's nothing that can stop them. As long as Crit and Abed are here. MSS and UR, they still sit back and relax. Alone's going to kind of intervene as well, as Crit does get caught out. Tosses up by MSS. Snowball going to save for a little bit, but you do have Sammy coming in. So Crit is going to die. It's another nice pick-off for Wildcard. The only problem being is while that's happening, the bottom tier 1 goes down.
Yeah, again, it just feels like they're reacting to Crit. This is not currently a game of playing the lanes. It's playing the how do we stop Crit running at us.
Oh, Saberlight. Nice rotation. Arteezy, though, misses the cookie. So he's not going to be able to pick him off, though he's still going to try and pick off Lil Nick. But they're going for the 3rd tier 1 tower and just trying to open up the complete map. There's MSS. Avalanche is there. Very nice setup with the kisses out onto Saberlight. They should at least have the profit, surely, but no. Oh, he goes down.
There it is.
There you go. Fly. They've got the vision. They should have a silencer kill on the way.
Avalanche in 2. Oh, good. I mean, he's getting closer. There's the Avalanche.
Yeah, Fly's gone. Very nice.
I mean, you have to punish them at some point. There is no way it is acceptable by 11 minutes to lose all 3 tier 1 towers and not get at least a couple kills in return. Wildcard, they smoke up straight away. I mean, this is a support duo in a stable game that can hunt around the map, that can look for kills. Disruptor, he is level 6. He's got 2 points kinetic, 1 point static storm. He's very much ready to kill anything that shows, but Shopify aren't in their own jungle. They've taken so many towers early on, they're just occupying the radiant side of the map.
That they are. We'll see what Sammy and MSS can find. I mean, it looks like they're going to try and pick off Arteezy. They do have the static storm up on Sammy, so if you get the Avalanche set up here, Sammy should be able to land a nice static storm, but smoke is broken and Arteezy, the spidey senses tingling, does realize something was Orion. Avoids the ganking coming.
Yeah, not only does he avoid the gank, but he also doesn't panic TP away from this side of the map. He understands how much pressure is being applied on the bot side. So if he's patiently chilling top, then he might just see something else happen on the map. Then he can just go back to farming top.
That's just kind of the thing. Pressure just making Wildcard's life so hard right now as they're just trapped in the smaller side.
Yeah, it's also when you have 2 farming cores in Shadow Fiend and Troll. Just look at Troll right now. He's awkwardly in mid lane. He just wishes he could go to the triangle. He wishes that was his safe space, but no, Alone's already there.
Yeah. It's not going to be the fastest Battle Fury timing we've ever seen, that's for sure, from UR.
I mean, I'm more impressed by the fact that Wildcard have been able to at least keep this net worth to at least 1 to 2k. Like, This is the type of situation where losing your 2 tier 1s this early on, it's going to hurt you. It does help that RTZ has been AFK in the tree line. Not buying Amulet, just waiting to see some heroes on the map, respecting the fact that everyone else is farming, but Wildcard, they really wanted to kill something, and I don't think they expected RTZ to literally AFK.
No, but he literally just sat there.
He's just chilling.
Crit, he's going to show up. They want
Surprise!
to kill off UR. Surprise indeed, as Ahmed will zip in, and they've got him. He's just down. In for more they go. Sammy also caught out on the Disruptor. MS is going to try and salvage a nice avalanche toss into the Requiem. They'll at least find Arbit. Shopify now looking to back off as the kisses do fly in. Fly, he will go down. And once again, Wildcard, they find an opportunity to fight back.
And what a recovery from Alone, honestly. From Norton, was it 3? Nearly Norton 4 to a nice pick on mid and to now top net worth. Rarely, I feel like you'd see that level of comeback from a Shadow Fiend, but no, this is respectable stuff. You know, Shopify throwing some bodies in, a couple, you know, unexpected deaths on Arbed's Storm Spirit, but MSS and Alone are connecting on the key lockdown.
Uh-oh, Arbed's here again. He's seen Alone. Glimpse is there. We'll force him back. Arbed, he's not going to be able to help out now as Alone. He could clean up. And he does. Saberlight's down. Fly at least picks off the kill. But it's still so much to go the way of the SF. And I give it to him alone. Props to him. He's doing a fantastic job.
The confidence there. Even like, he's doing the little small things like the tread swap, the, making sure he's just holding his ground, understanding that even if he's going to go down, he's going to try and bring as many with him. And for Shopify, I mean, what a beautiful laning phase into quite a, it's a lot of aggressive mid game. Maybe giving Wildcard a little bit of breathing room. I don't think Shopify, in hindsight, will be too happy with this the amount of room that they've given them.
I mean, Wildcard, they are fighting for their lives in Division 1. I mean, they have not won a series yet. And if there's one kind of opponent that's going to be hard to beat, it's Shopify Rebellion. But they have shown up so far, keeping the net worth only at 1k advantage the way of Shopify. And all alone, a lot of pressure on his back to try and help his team out and buy a bit of space for Yuar, because he has taken quite a bit of farming space away from the troll.
Quite a lot, if anything. It's quite rough. You're going to have to fill me in. What's the tipping game like in NA? Because I just saw Sammy Boy tip Saberlight, and then Saberlight tip Sammy Boy back. Like, what's the meta like in regards to tips? Is it like wholesome? Is it aggressive? Can you give me a quick rundown on this one?
I mean, sometimes it's wholesome, sometimes it's aggressive. The thing is, when it comes to Sammy, it's always aggressive. Like, this guy is trying to get into your mind.
I don't know why I'm acting like I shouldn't know that. Like, oh, really? No way. Okay.
You ever watched the Joker movie?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
But that's basically Sammy. I mean, he doesn't care. It doesn't matter if he's tipping the right way, the wrong way. He's just tipping.
All right.
He just wants to see the world burn.
That's fair enough. And, Shopify, a couple moves that they are making their own world burn, because they're the ones that should be dictating this game. And they have given a lease of life to Wildcard.
Oh, boy. 13-10. I'm so glad we have a close game on our hands as well.
Oh, you've only gone and jinxed it. Yeah, absolutely ruined it.
I was so worried when I woke up, like, it's going to be a stomp. He's alone. Jump in is there. Avalanche does help out. Alone, still in trouble, though, with the global silence. You know what, team? Maybe I did.
Yeah, I was looking at the minimap. I was like, if he says anything positive about Wildcard's comeback, then no. But jokes aside, I think Wildcard, the reason why they have been put in a decent spot, and his positioning has been key. His Tiny on the mid jumps for Storm Spirit, even on the tier 1 engagements top, he's always been in the right place at the right time to punish the need to find that next core kill for Shopify. The issue is, there is this silencer factor. And in this top engagement, it was simple. Even though MSS is quick to react, you throw a global on top, you're gonna die. So now it's no global, maybe Wildcard can push the boundaries once again, but every time global's available, especially with Wildcard's heroes, where they're very much locked into a fight or not, it will be the undoing of them, so they need to respect it. But already, smoking up, knowing Global's been used, sure, Shadow Fiend died, but let's try and break down the map a little bit, get our own progression.
Absolutely. Here we go, Wildcard. Which way do they head is the question.
Hopefully across the river. If they keep walking around their own jungle, it's not going to help them out.
Well, there's a line drawn out towards the top side of the map.
That's veering to arguably a very useless corner of the map, I'll be honest. Trying to smoke up to the top left corner, if anything, you're trying to find, like a Saberlight, some random Nature's Prophet. But at minute 17, no tier 1, it's a pretty weird place to actually want to smoke to.
Yeah. And they find nothing. They'll just try and overtake the jungle a little bit.
I mean, they're going to reveal, but already above this outpost there's a dire ward. So Shopify very much aware of exactly where Wildcard are. So they're sweeping throughout the rest of the map. And unfortunate for Wildcard. Not really connecting on the smokes. I think it's now 2 smokes in a row that the general idea of it has been a little bit...
Yuar.
Is he by himself in mid lane?
Yeah, he is right underneath vision. Shards are there, root him up with the Aghanims of the Prophet as they do just go for the battle trance to try and buy a bit of time, but Yuar, he can't escape this. Nobody's there to help. No TP's even incoming to try and give him a chance. This game, it's looking like it's all on Alone's shoulders to try and carry, because... I don't know how Yuar makes a comeback in this one.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, and for this try, I feel like he needs to identify that, and just as soon as he gets BKB, look to his Shadow Fiend and go, you know what, mate, let me tank it up for you. But they're already jumping on Lil Nick, getting another kill, sweeping through the map and just finding pick after pick. For Wildcard, that one smoke with no global, that the repercussion of that not being successful is this mid aggression. Like Shopify's like, you're in a bad spot, let's now kill anyone who's not showing.
A very, very tough situation.
What's happening on the minimap? Who's... Oh, that Alone. Yeah, I think it's Alone. It's like, he's just scribbling like, boys, come on, please.
He's not happy.
Or it was Sableye. I actually can't tell. It was light blue or cyan. I couldn't. Maybe I'm just turning colorblind at this hour. I don't know.
I think it was alone. I think it was the SF. I think he's probably a little bit unhappy about how they're getting picked off here. And
That's true.
well, Shopify, they're going to smoke up again. They understand how powerful they are right now. Lines drawn right towards the SF. That's the big target they want. But MSS, he's going to be the wall between them and the SF. Though I say that, nice wraparound from Crit. Deep vision. Abed will go for a zip in, but has not found Alone. Alone still trying to juke out. A nice Requiem being charged up, and Fly. Fly is gone, but now the snowball is out. They've caught the SF, but where's the backup? Nobody jumps in.
I mean, you have to be careful here for Wildcard. Even though you have numbers advantage, there is a buyback plus global available if Fly really wanted to commit to this fight. And yeah, Shopify are just disengaging. I love the little combo again. I feel like MSS and Alone, they're the ones really popping off in this game for Wildcard. The toss back into the middle of Requiem didn't give enough time for Fly to pop that global. And yeah, Shopify just not really extending this lead once again. It's been, now what, 2k gold lead after potentially what was going to be a 10-minute triple tier 1 taken.
Yeah, it's just kind of amazing the Wildcard's still in this as Crit. Gets a haste, could still be dead though, a toss back into Sammy. They've got the glimpse if they need it. Crit though, still trying to fight his way around this one. Glimpse is there, but now he's got his teammates to back him up. Lil Nick, no, in fact, they're going to go on to MSS, but they'll go for both. Why not just both? The Snapfire, the Tiny, the body blocks, but Lil Nick is still running. Crit jumps back in, blinks away. Who are they aiming? MSS, still trapped up, is going to go down. Fly is down as well, but here comes RTZ. This is looking problematic. Alone is trying to fight this one out. He does at least find Saberlight, but it's going to cost him his own life. As the high fives come in, there goes Alone, and now Roshan completely open for the side of Shopify.
This is rough. This is so rough for Wildcard. Should have been picked up his BKB. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, you got Yuar desperately trying to farm his own BKB. And Wildcard, I feel like they could have maybe cut their losses there. Global was used, supports were going down. Let them die. Chill for a second. But the fact that they commit, they lose a couple cores, bam, instantly Roshan. And now what could have been that perfect Wildcard timing to maybe take the fight to Shopify, they've kind of thrown it away. And maybe they can get the Roshan kill with the Mortimer Kisses, but no, they don't.
Won't even find Arbit.
Won't even find Arbit. A little bit rough. A little bit of just inconsistent shot calling, I feel, from Wildcard there, especially between what the cores wanted to do on the map. And yeah, repercussions are one bad mistake around that 20-minute mark, you are going to lose Roshan.
Yeah, absolutely huge hit. It's Wildcard. They are going to smoke up as 3.
Oh, we've seen this one before. All right, this time, the line is actually kind of towards someone. So I have hopes that it will connect.
Now they're looking at RTZ, and RTZ is not backed off, maybe not expecting.
Will he bait with the Manta? Will he have the 6th sense?
Let's see.
Let's see.
RTZ.
Body blocked by the creeps right now.
He's all right, though. He does sense something as Orion. I mean, MSS sees him, but doesn't have the teammates to back him up. Like, there's no toss target.
Hold up. Come on, man. Pop that. Okay. What a shame.
No, Arbit's going to find a regen. They smoke up. Oh, here we go. I mean, he's already got the Aegis as is, but with the regen up, this is when Storm feels completely busted as... Oh, but he'll just keep it running. Can they find a target? Oh, it looks like they can. Sammy, gonna be the first one to get caught. In fact, MSS also caught out. And the regen's just still going. Like, oh, it's still full HP, full mana. Very nice.
He's chilling. I don't know why, but I really like looking at the minimap in these type of games just to see how they play. And Sammy Boy, he just loves to draw a good, clean arrow. Like, he doesn't just draw, he just draws the full, like, I don't know why I'm describing it this way, and I don't mean it in anything wrong. He draws the shaft and the head of the arrow very cleanly. And it is off-putting. Like, he's able to be so artistic in the heat of an important game, you know?
Yeah. He's a very talented guy.
Yeah, so far they are just getting outmaneuvered on the map, and Shopify, even the small things there, RTD should be able to
strength morph. He's all right. Like, can they get through him? Global Silence is there, BKB, Battle Trance, everything popped. RTZ
nice
just
roots.
wrapped up. He's going to go down. Nice pick-off. And there's Sammy immediately with the tip. You love to see it.
That is it's an interesting tip. I feel that's more for Sammy than for RTZ. I don't think RTZ even cares. He's like, what's he tipping me for? But that will be the theme of the game, at least for Wildcard, right? it's Troll. If he can lock onto Morphling, get some roots, maybe have a Skadi down the line and a Basher, then you lean on your Shadow Fiend to maybe pressure other heroes. I could see a world where Wildcard can overwhelm the fight, especially if this Nature's Prophet doesn't itemize to become a core, to become a right clicker. Then it can be a very difficult game for Shopify if it's Morph versus the world on physical damage. So I'm really looking towards Saberlight to cushion the fact that this Morph, like I mentioned in that 1v1 duel, it can be a little bit difficult.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, circled run out perfectly here by Shopify Rebellion. Alone and MSS still hanging around each other. Instead, they're going to find Sammy, who does tank the gank for now, but can Alone and MSS get out of there? It seems like they should be able to just avoid being spotted here by Shopify, but the line is still being drawn, and Crit is still running right towards them. Alone, they could try for a kill attempt. Here's Crit. There's a Requiem with the toss back, and they will find another. The old alley-oop, but here comes Saberlight. Immediate rotation out. Arbit's there to back him up. Alone does BKB TP, and he barely makes it. Woo.
He just dips out. But no, I still feel like MSS and Alone, they are the ones just making the really cool moves on this. And like, if you look at the net worth, I don't think there is a single timeline where I would have ever said that after the first 8 minutes, Shadow Fiend and Troll would be at the top of the net worth.
Yeah.
I honestly, with the teams that are playing, the way that the tour's been progressing, I couldn't have seen this coming. So this is commendable and very much MSS vying for an MVP. If they were to win this, I don't want to get carried away. Don't want to pull an MLP where I see they're coming back and then 2 seconds later they die. But this is honestly, MSS is really putting in a shift right now to keep Wildcard in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is about Wildcard is against the, I don't want to say the worst teams, but the arguably not better teams than Shopify, they tend to lose pretty quickly. But against Shopify Rebellion, they're putting up a huge fight.
I mean, there's a classic thing in 1 second. Let's just watch Sammy Boy die again.
Yep, that's it. That soy moment.
What can you do? There's a classic thing with these teams that are newly formed stacks that they play to the level of their opponents. Where like against some Shopify TSM, whatever, like nouns, they'll give them the prestige and they'll put their heart in, treat it like it's some TI qualifier. And then when it's some like random miscellaneous NA team, especially the ones that like jump up and down from Div 2 to Div 1, I can see some wildcard style team being more relaxed, getting slapped in the face in game 1, and then not being able to recover mentally, or at least the new stack doesn't have the formations and the understanding as a team to be able to like cleanly recover, right? So
right.
Yeah, I can see them playing for their opponent. What is their record right now anyway?
Top lane, toss Requiem once again.
Oh, he's done it again.
Oh, this is fantastic play from MSS and Alone. And you've already said it, but these guys are literally just carrying the team.
Just say it again.
They're carrying the team.
They are. I mean, I remember last tour, there was a game where it was, I'm pretty sure in the green room, Fear Panda, they're gonna chuckle. Maybe they don't, who cares? Dendi and Moose. I remember having to listen to a game where you guys were going, Dendi and Moose from Bait. They're carrying the game. This Witch Doctor and Dendi and Moose. Yeah. I feel like I'm just doing that now.
You are?
I'm just saying, MSS and Alone, they're doing it, But that's for anyone who watched Tour 1 of Div 1 NA Dota.
Oh, plenty of people watched that. Don't you worry.
Yeah, it's true. Dendi and Moose.
And that was a great game. I still remember that game.
Yeah, it was the Witch Doctor mid. I think it was the first Witch Doctor mid.
I talked a lot of trash when I saw that draft from Bait. A lot of trash.
Was that during the draft, off stream or on stream?
No, both on stream and off stream. And as usual, I ate my words.
It happens. It happens. Who did you predict to win this series?
I mean, Shopify. Not even.
Why the fuck are you laughing? Come on. Show some respect. No, I'm joking. I put Shopify too.
Yeah.
But even the net worth is slowly building up. Sure, it's helping that Troll and Shadow Fiend are keeping them in the game regards to net worth, but this Snapfire has just become a support. Like Crit and Fly, with the way this game's going, have the potential of overtaking the Snapfire, the offlane Snapfire, and that will make late game clutch choices very difficult. And the fact that Lil Nick, his second item after Greaves, is a 4-star. It's not like it's some BKB, some AG, some like big ticket item. It really is just, I'll buy something and I'll hope to throw out a kisses. I might 4-star save you, and it will be very difficult. So it sounds peachy at the moment, but yeah, Shopify shouldn't be too dissuaded by how the overall game's going. Just need to respect positioning, especially with a Yuar that has happily caught up. Where actually is he going after?
Daedalus.
No, the Yuar, mate.
Yuar? Oh, sorry about that. I have Skadi.
No, I was honestly about to cry. Like, on stream, if I saw BKB Daedalus on Troll, But no, this is really good itemization from the troll specifically. Already mentioned before, the Basher, the Skadi, he will happily, if Morph waveforms in, get on top of that and lock him down.
I'd hate to say this. He changed the Lincoln Sphere. I mean, you made a great point, T, but...
No, I mean, that's fair. Oh, well.
Oh, well, what can you do? Mid lane.
Not by Skadi, I guess. Okay, to be fair, he's respecting the Ags pickup from morphing, right? So
Yeah.
I can see a world where it's cool. Oh, let's see if one smoke can connect on Wildcard. If they ever can connect, Roshan... Actually, it's a 2-minute respawn. It's quite some time.
It is. Nevertheless, both teams have smoked up. They don't know what the time is, so they want to go for the fight right now in case it's an early respawn timer.
Jesus Christ, how many wards are in this area for Wildcard? They've got the high ground, the low ground, both sides of the river. They've got the fucking kitchen sink of vision thrown at this area. They want to win this fight.
Zip in. Abed, you're going by himself. The global silence is there. They want Sammy first, and they've got Sammy alone. Also caught out, but they seem to want to try and pick off MSS on the Tiny, and MSS is gone as well. He shows up, Requiem pop, but nothing's working. They miss everything.
I just think it was a little bit poor positioning from Sammy Boy, right? You've got all this vision, all these wards out, but you're standing in the middle of the river. You're allowing this smoke to break and then you to be revealed straight away.
And he just bought back. Can't really afford to die right now, so he does back off with his team. Luckily for Wildcard, though, again, Roshan's going to be a bit of a later timer. Still about 1:15 left for that one, so they're going to be just fine to reset and have another shot at fighting for Roshan.
I mean, there's no global, right? So 70 seconds. They need to try and take a fight now to get the respawn times going.
Yawa.
He's got BKB, though.
I mean, does he?
No.
Oh, boy. He has no buyback. Lil Nick also caught out. Glimpses there on Saberlight. It doesn't
Sammy
matter.
Boy as well.
In fact, Sammy. That's a dieback for Sammy. This is worst case scenario right now for Wildcard.
I mean, you can have as many if I can put my teeth in, you can have as many pickoffs as you want in the game. You can have as many tiny plays that enable the Shadow Fiend. But when it comes down to Dota, it's the team game. It's the fundamentals. And for Wildcard, they had the vision. They didn't have the positioning. And Shopify punished it with ease. And now they sweep into mid lane. They're taking tier 2, pressuring top tier 2. This 2k, 4k gold lead that Shopify's had for like the last nearly 21 minutes finally has broken into some 13k gold lead. This should be the next Roshan secured for them as well. And if you're Wildcard, I'd argue you need to... I feel like we've had 3 or 4 smokes that have been... They're smoked up, and now nothing's happened. And if they can connect on one smoke, get one Aegis, get something going their way, momentum might be able to push them through into something, but it could be a little bit too late. Against this lineup of Shopify, you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. They're going to sweep across the map and go pick off to pick off with Storm, Nature's Prophet.
I mean, this Roshan is, they've missed the train on this one. Arteezy, he'll take the Aegis for himself naturally. I believe he also took the shards for himself, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, absolutely greedy from a carry player, but what can you do?
Pretty standard. So Shopify, immediate smoke up, heading towards the bottom side of the map where they will find MSS and UR, but they do back off at the right moment. I believe the wards did spot the smoke anyway, so...
Just want to give you a quick update on the net worth situation. Tusk has overtaken the Sapphire.
Oh, excellent.
Fly is currently 1,000 gold away, so let's see if we can get him over the line. And yeah, incredibly rough for Lil Nick. Like we already mentioned, the overlap of Shadow Fiend taking triangle from Troll. On top of that, there has to be an offlane here in the mix as well. So Lil Nick really had to bite the bullet on this one and just take a fat L so that both of his cores could recover their game.
He's done his job. He's done his job, but now can Yawaran alone finish the job here for the side of Wildcard? Because they are 18k behind, and that's a much bigger number than it was. Aegis down, and high ground might be incoming from Shopify Rebellion very, very soon.
I mean, there's no reason that they have 2 options right now. With Aegis, they can either poke tier 3, force all of Wildcard back to their base, and then look to maybe smoke back across the map and go for pickoffs. Otherwise, it is just be a ball that just moves together and just does whatever they want. And currently, they're going for option B, which is little ball, farm up the Skadi on Arteezy, and then look to make that high ground play.
Yeah. You still have some decent high ground defense here from Wildcard, right? Like the toss into the Requiem plays we've seen so many times here from MSS and alone could kind of make it so Shopify do get forced back, but oh, here we go. Crit, you talked about the net worth he has. He's got a full Ags up now, and this is where things get very, very cheeky for Crit.
And he's got the Psychic Heck ban as well, so plenty of ways to to not have cast range issues.
Delicious. Here we go.
Oh, there's the kick.
Yeah, there's the kick indeed. Alone, Global Silence going to make sure he cannot Requiem his way out of that one. And oh, you are? He's jumped in. He'll BKB up. Static Storm drop, but Arbet's got the BKB. He could not care less. Yua's forced the battle trance, but he's trapped in the Sprout. He can't move. Oh, it's just too much. That was too painful. GG's called.
I mean, yeah, it has to be G here. They have the AC. They even have the 34-minute Blightstone on the Fury, and still they could do anything they want. So yeah, I respect that GG from Wildcard. And unfortunately for them, honestly, a pretty cool like mini comeback in regards to some individual players.